What the fuck is that? Okay guys, it is a few days later, in fact, not just a day later or whatever. The EGR valve swap didn't really do what I wanted it to do. So yeah, I had the persistent error of P0400 that didn't trigger an engine code light. The 403 was gone and stayed gone. Kelly drove it around for a few days now, and it runs like shit. It's sputtering. Like at idle at least. As soon as you rev it, it's fine, but at idle, it's not happy. Not warm, not cold, whatever, doesn't make a difference. It's just like jumping around, revs are jumping and bouncing. Yeah, so I did some research, and what I found was apparently I need to teach the ECU that there's a new EGR valve, apparently, which needs VCDS, which I still don't have. Some people said they didn't have to do that, they just swapped it straight, fine, perfect, yibbidi-doo. But other people said, no, you need to use VCDS and do like a parameter run or whatever, so the ECU checks what is the open state and what is the closed state of the EGR valve. It kind of makes sense. So, I don't know. But today Kelly came back and said the check engine light is back on, so I'm going to have a look which one it is, what code it is. And I'm also going to crack open the EGR valve, the top bit, and see if I can turn it manually. If it like actually moves the new valve, you know, because it might not. So, yeah. Let's go and do that. First this, and then tools. Okay, I'm scanning the codes right now, and we have 0400. Power drain exhaust gas recirculation flow. And that's listed as a current fault, not as a pending fault. So I guess that means it's good enough to trigger that now, I guess. I don't know. Still scanning, but I don't expect any more errors. So let's see if I can start the car and how it runs. Oh yeah. Oh no. The revs don't seem to move much, but I can feel it. Like, it is sputtering and shaking a little bit. You can possibly even hear that. Yeah, it's not exactly happy. Okay, let's clear this fault. Yeah, it sounds not happy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you gonna die? It's even the flickering of the lights. This is not happy. Anyway, fault is cleared. But yeah, I'm gonna go and check the EGR valve manually. Well, I already noticed that the plug doesn't really click in. You can just pull it off, but I guess, I don't know, doesn't make a difference, I guess. But yeah, let's get some T20s out of there and have a look what the mechanics do if you can flip it by hand like I did with the old one when I tested it. So, be right back. Okay, that looks hilarious, I'll be honest. Quality-wise, I mean, there's just a little thing in there. I'm not sure what else I expected. 6 pins, 3 on that side. I don't know. Whatever. In here, oops. In here we have our gearing, and as you can see, it does at least move physically, so not a problem on that end. Let's see, turn some light on. Any contact issues? Not visually, at least. I mean, teeth are fine. I mean, it looks okay. You know, it looks like an EGR valve, you know. Oh. So, I don't know exactly what the problem could be here. But I mean, it could just be the fact that it's not like taught right, you know, that the ECU is confused as to the position of the valve. So I don't know. Apparently there's a possibility that it works. Like I've read that on a VW forum, like not for this specific car engine, but apparently if you disconnect the battery and then leave it just disconnected for like a little bit and then reconnect it, then it's supposedly training itself. Yeah, I might try that. Okay, it's back together. I'm gonna try to see what happens if I pull it off while it's running, because if this isn't doing anything at all, it probably doesn't make a difference. I don't know. I'm actually not sure what is supposed to happen, so I don't know, we'll see. Hood open, no breathing. Oh boy, that doesn't run well. I'm not sure that's all cylinders, I'll be honest. Huh. Okay, that's weird. That is quite weird. This is unhappy. Something's odd here. Okay, I turned it off again. I'm gonna disconnect the battery and see if that does anything. Because, yeah, I don't know what this could be right now. It does not put any error codes in the ECU. No misfiring errors, and it kind of sounds like it is. No, like, crank position or cam position. Nothing of the liking. So, I don't know what this could be, but it's a weird one. And I don't like it. There you go, 10 mil. Deep, 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 deep. Off you go. Okay, bye battery. I'll just leave this for a little bit and see what happens afterwards. Okay, I'm in the cellar and I'm a bit confused because I just opened up the old EGR valve, which on this side looks more or less the same. Well, actually, so there's an electronic in the new one right here, where it just sits on top of this here. And what I thought was just like lines indicating there's a trace running somewhere there that were not complete. I'm now wondering, seeing these actual metal traces here, whether there was just not a good trace, an actually complete trace in the new valve that I just opened. I'm a bit confused, and yeah, I'm gonna probably go and open the new one up again and just compare this. I mean, I can take all of this apart here, basically, and maybe swap guts over. I don't know if the... Oh, that's nice. Spring there. Well, that feels a lot stiffer. I don't know. Well, I'm also using this end instead of the big gear here. Oh. Yeah, that feels the same. Okay, but this does feel very sluggish to return. I don't know. I might also just see if I can't clean it up and see if it revives or something. Okay, I rigged this up in the vise, jammed it open with a screwdriver, flathead. So you have the nice dark black, pitch black valve in there. And now I'm going to find some brake clean that I have. Oh, there we go. There's brake cleaner. Flop. Let's see, not much in there, but hey. Let's have a look, huh? What that does, if that does anything, I don't know. Oh, makes a mess. Adds reflection, you can see in there. I don't know if it does anything. Might be a bad idea if I want to preserve something in there. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing here. There's a ring. Whatever. Scrapey, scrapey. I have no idea. It's drying off quickly. No idea how to clean this. I also haven't looked it up. All I know is it's dirty. I mean, the new one should do its job, but should and does. Come on, it's an inconvenient angle. I'm gonna actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this and put some on top here. Ooh. That actually seems to be sitting in there. I'm not sure whether it's seeping through. So the seal of the valve seems to be okay. It's sealing well, but yeah, I don't know. Let's flip it around and I'll have a look, and then I'm probably going to go upstairs and have a look at the counterpart of this again. These traces to these contacts is what has me concerned. Okay, that's soaking from that side now, and I'll go back upstairs and take the other one apart. Okay, I have the old one and the new one out again, and yeah, this is completely different. This is... yeah, I don't know. This is not a bearing in here. It's not put in place, kept in place there. I don't think these are actual... oopsie. I just noticed you can't see anything. I don't think these are actual traces. Hold on, let's do it like this. Because, I mean, where would it go? Does it go in there? Does it actually go in there? I don't think so. And if so, well, this obviously wouldn't. But then again, this is like interrupted by this. I mean, and around the corner there, like, I assume this is somewhere in this layer in the middle. Or is it? Where are these going and coming from? I'm honestly confused. Like, properly. I'll actually just run some probes through here. I'm gonna get my tester and then just gonna do them in the cellar. Okay, we got this. We got these two, which inherently look different. Yeah, I mean, these are obviously traces coming from, well, somewhere in here. But I assume these are actually connected. Let's have a look. So if I put this right in there, yes. Okay. I'm kind of questioning if this is going to work the same here. I go down in there. Yeah, I don't know where this is, how this would be connected. Anyway, this one. What the fuck is that? So I'm on the trace down here. Can you see that? Hold on. This feels like a metal trace. I can actually poke this and move it. Yeah, so this is a metal trace down there. Where is it? Down there. See these three. So I'm putting the probe down on the one on the top. There we go. And in here. Nothing. Nothing. Bottom one. Nothing. What the actual fuck? So what I'm thinking now is, do I need this? Obviously the new EGR valve is not relying on a bearing up in here. So could I just put this on? It's gonna run it. It's just a valve. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? Well, first I need to connect the battery. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll put this on top and see what happens. Yeah, I'm running out of daylight quickly. So flashlight and the new one. I mean, the contacts should fit, right? And okay, contacts are on there. Okay, I'll just put these in, see what happens after I reconnect that thing. I mean, it could break more, I guess, but oh well, we'll see. Okay, I put that back on there. The new one, well, we have the old top on the new body and valve, and now connect the battery. So let's see. Okay. Let's see. Actually, let's leave the door open so I can hear better how crappy it runs. I'm expecting a few other errors because of disconnected battery, but we'll see. Well, that's out of the box a lot better. Come on, is it gonna go away? Okay, this will probably go away when driving. But traction control, same thing. So steering wheel, airbag and traction control probably gonna go away in a minute when I just drive it up and down the street for like 10 seconds. But the fact that it's running smoothly already tells me all I need to know. Okay, let's scan the ECU again. I assume it's gonna spit out those two things. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Well, the EGR valve error is right away not present. It was one of the first one to pop up. So that's not present at all. So that's a good start, I guess. 51%. It has a very, very subtle, like, vibration going to it, but it always had that. And I've known that from the Audi too, so I assume that is normal. Maybe it's just some plugs or injectors or, I don't know, coils, any of those things. Just like extended maintenance that it needs or something. But yeah, it's running so much better. And no fault code stored in ECU. Nice. It runs smooth. And it doesn't have an error again in terms of like EGR at all. Cool. So I'm gonna close the hood and take the light out and just like cruise up and down the street once to get rid of all the other error messages, and then it might be actually fine. Yep, little test drive just up and down the road. The airbag light is gone, the traction control light is gone, and it drives fine. So yeah, I'm gonna set the clock, and then I'm considering this probably done for now. Kelly's gonna have to drive a little bit more, but I think it's good now. Yeah, so I assume this is just the worst possible construction. I mean, I assume that from these 3 pins down there, or the outer 2, you're supposed to have a connection to these 2 here, obviously, because that's how it works on the other one. And I don't know if these lines are supposed to be the traces, like literal silver paint on top of plastic. If so, that's hilarious. It's also hilarious, I bet it is. You can see in there, hold on, can I turn light on? You can see in there, maybe, yeah. Can you see how the silver traces on the sidewall there don't even go all the way down? Yeah, right there, see? They just end there. And they do not go around the corner. This one is actually continuous and seems to be going down in there. Maybe. No, not really. I don't know if this is supposed to do anything. Point is, at least from this metal bit here, from this pin, from this strap, to this contact, there should be a connection. Obviously, in some way, shape, or form. Be it like in here somewhere, or whatever. But it isn't. So, I don't know. Junk. Well, that shows you that cheap can be good, but cheap can also be really, really bad, because, damn, I expected a lot of things, but I didn't expect painted traces, and bad ones at that. Really? Well, I'm left with a defective new bit, and a possibly defective old bit. I guess I could probably like return the old one the new one and get a replacement or something, but well, the weld part is doing its job right now. The electronics from the old one work, so I don't know why I should have to go through the hassle of taking the old valve out again, putting this one in again, sending the new one out, waiting for replacement, then swapping it all back again. I really don't fancy that idea. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna leave that alone and consider myself lucky that it works the way it does now. So, another really cheap fix with a twist, and so far it seems like a happy ending. So I expect this to be fine for now, because it obviously changed like dramatically, and we have an obvious problem on the new part, so I think it's okay. And the EGR codes are all gone ever since I put the other cover on. No codes, nothing of that matter. So I think we're good, and I hope that does conclude the EGR matter on the Eos. So see you in the next video.